Why are Luke and Anakin's lightsabers different colors? This is a question that has bothered me recently, and it's one that to this day I still can't find answers to. Yes, granted, they are both blue, but represented in all promo photos and video games, they are famously very different shades. Luke's being teal, and Anakin's being a very, very dark blue. This wouldn't matter except for the fact that it's supposed to be the same lightsaber. So why did the color change? I flew to online sources to find if anyone had an answer from the extended lore or some other possibly forgotten medium, but was met with answers like, "Why do you care about this?" or "CGI got better," neither of which explain the color change within the narrative itself. The problem is not isolated either. Yoda's green lightsaber, for example, is a different shade of green from all the other ones shown in the live-action films, being much more lime in color. So in the end, what is the explanation? That's when I developed the personal headcanon of the lightsaber fade. A lightsaber is essentially run by a beam of energy being shot through a kyber crystal. It would only make sense that after 80 or so years of that happening, the color of the crystal would slowly fade, much like sun bleaching. Yoda is 900. It would only make sense that after hundreds upon hundreds of years of wear and tear on his kyber crystal, that it would be a very pale shade of green as opposed to the freshly made emerald green lightsaber of Luke in Return of the Jedi. After Anakin's entire lifetime of using the hilt, it would only stand to make some sense that Luke's would be a slightly faded color. This canon is continued even further when the saber is given to Rey and the blade still remains that light teal color as it was for Luke in A New Hope. If you have any doubts left at all, my last remaining point of evidence is the video game Jedi Fallen Order, which currently contains a list of all live-action canon lightsaber colors. Listed in the roster is 2 separate blues. If the studio intended people to ignore the 2 separate colors and write it off as a CGI blunder, then they wouldn't have made this addition to the game. Now, if you want me to be 100% honest, yes, I do realize the color change is merely due to the CGI improvements and difference in the many methods of creating the lightsaber effect. Inconsistency in technology made lightsabers change colors even within their own respective trilogies. For example, if you look at the same Fallen Order canon lightsaber roster, you'll see a separate dark purple and a light purple. This is due to the fact that between Episode 2 and 3, Mace Windu's lightsaber completely changed color. Does this Mace Windu edition contradict the color fade theory? Yes, but there could be several explanations. My real-world explanation would be that we only see Mace's lightsaber in Episode 2 on Geonosis, and perhaps the desert light affected the color grading. If you desire a narrative explanation like I do, keep in mind that a purple lightsaber means that that specific Jedi uses several dark side abilities. Perhaps the dark side of the Force affects crystals differently than the light side. It is quite possible that we will never really have an answer beyond CGI improved, but until then, this is my attempt at an answer.